G'day folks, this is Sim and welcome back to 7 Days to Die. Well, I finally got the first part of the wall up and yeah, it's been a bit of work. This is a big house, and I do mean a big house. It's certainly taken some effort to get this thing into place. You go away. We don't need to be bothered right now. What are you guys up to? And we've got a few guys floating around here at the moment. So anyway, now first things first, why is the wall 3 high? There are a couple of important reasons for that. If the wall's only 2 high and they take out this section here, well, they can just jump up and over and they're in. So by having the additional section above, it means they've got to take out both sections to get in. The other concern that I've noticed is that when they're on the spikes, there is a distinct possibility that they can actually jump over, particularly the dogs. And I've actually been killed when I was testing by one of the dogs that literally cleared a wall that it should not have been able to jump. I'm not sure why. Maybe they get a boost off the spikes. I know I'd certainly be jumping if I was standing on them, but that definitely appears to be the case. Make sure we've got all of this. So the next step here, because all the wall is going to do is slow them down. Some of them will go around it. Others will try and come straight through, particularly if they're confident that you're close by. So we need to do some additional damage to them, and that's where the spikes come in. So what I'm going to do, I've got a whole stack of wood here. I'm going to bring up the recipe for spikes, and there are 2 types. There's the wood log spikes, which are much more durable, and there's the standard wood spikes, which are these ones here. And I don't think I've actually got the recipe for this one yet. No, I don't. So before I do anything, I'm going to have to make up a absolute... Whoa, hello, that was dumb. Last thing I need is an infection. You and you too. Come on, darling. Alright. Oh, bouncy, bouncy. Alright. Anything interesting? Yeah, not really. Probably don't need this miscellaneous stuff. We've got a decent amount of supplies at the moment, but we'll check anyway just in case something interesting shows up. So the first thing that we need is we actually need spikes, and to get spikes we're going to need a ton of sticks. So we'll start breaking these ones down, and while we do that we'll just do a little bit of tidying up around here and make sure we don't have any other visitors like that one. Okay, looks like we've got a small pack over here. Oh, that was a rather strange shot. I didn't think I had any chance of hitting him then. You too. And you're moving away. Another one of those. Okay, and that was not a kill. Come on. And you die. Thank you. Alright, so no, we still attracted more attention. And it's a bob, so let's see how many bolts it takes. You've got to try and time the shot with when their head's coming up. Okay, that's better. Right, so as I was saying, we need spikes. And now we've got a few sticks, we can start working on that, assuming that I've got some space, which I don't. Alright, nice to see that I'm well prepared. So, spikes. And again, this is where it becomes painful, because you've got to craft up your sticks, then you've got to craft up your spikes, and you can only ever be crafting one thing at a time. So you spend a lot of time waiting for things, or you get into the habit of pre-crafting a bunch of stuff up beforehand, and I probably should have spent some time to do that, but I didn't, so I am sorry. Alright, so look, that'll be enough for now. Now we'll make up the spikes, and they are pretty straightforward. There we go. Alright, and you get 3 spikes out of that breakdown. Now, the log spikes, these ones, they will take damage and disappear. The wood log spikes, on the other hand, they're only broken if the zombies actually attack them, and they can be upgraded very similar to the walls here. So the downside of the wood log spikes, though, is that they don't do as much damage. I do really like these spikes because they do a crap ton of damage to zombies that step on them, but you do have to clean up the mess. So let's make up everything that we can for the time being. I can hear something close by. Is it seriously that one down there? Alright, and let's... Come on, game. Let's get a little bit of healing, get ourselves back up to full. And we'll grab a few of these to get us started, because what I intend to do, with the exception of right here, where I'm only going to have a layer too deep, and we've got to have a little bit of room in case we fall off the side. So basically we'll be looking at a setup that's going to be spikes 3 deep, and that should be able to take out most of the normal sized wandering packs that come roaming through. So again, we want to leave ourselves a little bit of space, because sooner or later we are going to come up here and fall off, almost guaranteed. So that will at least give us a little bit of cover, and we could probably make up a better setup, but for now, I mean, I've already spent a lot of time getting this in place, and there are other things that we need to focus on, like a good long-term supply of food, amongst other things. So what I will do now is I'll meet you guys again shortly, and by then I should have had a chance to make up enough spikes and get this job done. So I'll see you soon. Okay, so I finally got it all spiked, and of course they've come along at the same time and done what they could to destroy it again. Now, a few tips when it comes to spikes. You definitely want to try to make sure that you're standing well back when you're placing them. Otherwise you stand a great risk of them turning up right underneath your feet. You also want to clear an area around you, so you don't end up with a situation where you hit the hitbox of a piece of grass or something and that also does the same. Now, I prefer to go no more than about 3 wide, because from the outer edge you can then replace the spikes that need to be replaced. And remember, this is eventually going to be our last line of defense. So at the moment it's a bit of work, but it does do a really good job of taking out these beggars. Unfortunately, the big guys will destroy your spikes. They will die, but yeah, you can see the amount of damage they do to them. And because they were walking right along that line, makes it even worse. Let's take out Screamer up there. Oh, well, let's try to take out Screamer up there. Oh, good lord. Alright, we'll come back here and we'll just draw them back on. In the meantime, you are annoying me. So yes, you are going to spend a bit of time early on in the piece replacing spikes, but it's not that bad, and it's certainly worth the effort in the long run as far as I'm concerned anyway. Are you he is, he's stuck on the corner and he's breaking my bloody fence. Let's go down there and deal with him. And now he's dead. So I'm not sure where that pack came from, but they certainly did some damage. What we will eventually be doing is we'll be putting down a 3-layer defense. So our first line of defense is going to be a trench, which will hopefully force the zombies to move around, because they will actually move if necessary and adjust their path. So that's our primary objective, is to simply have them leave us alone. I can't place that there while he's there, but do I have any planks at the moment? I need to make up a few for repairs while we're at it, so let's do that quickly. And actually, while we're at it, we're going to need a few more for another job, so that should be enough. So let's just fix that little problem first. Because there are a couple of extra things that we do need to deal with. So as far as this lot along here is concerned, I will come back off camera and replace these. What I do want to do now is head inside, and we'll talk about a few other bits and pieces. Now you might notice I've cleared this area here, and that's because this area over here is where we're going to get our farms going, and that's going to make the food situation a lot easier. Oh, that was dumb. Oh, okay. And I managed to completely stuff that up. And look at that, I'm almost dead now too. Looks like I'm going to have to make a couple more adjustments to that. Entry point there, which I said was safe. Right, obviously. Okay, so what do we got here? Get rid of this crap, just so that we've got a little bit of extra space to work with. And anything else? Oh, we need to get that out of there as well. That's just going to be attracting attention. So we now have a place which has got some semblance of defensibility, but we still have a few issues to deal with. Firstly, spider zombies that get past the spikes will come over and into this place, so we need some way to defeat spider zombies. And secondly, at the moment the defenses are not going to keep out a big determined horde. We definitely need to do a lot more work there. Before we do that though, we need to get some of this stuff sorted out, so I'm going to move on to some other storage options. Hang on a sec. The chests are good, but if you're like me, you're constantly forgetting what's what and what's where. And we do have some options that we can actually make for storage that don't necessarily that are just, well, I'll say that again. We have some options that are a little bit more obvious as to what's what. So if we have a look here, we can see that we've got storage, food, explosives, weapons, building, and ammo. And if I go storage food, I'm going to need some planks and a tin can. So tin cans shouldn't be a problem. Just have to remember where they are. Alright, so storage food is one of those, and one of those. Okay, The next one down the line is storage explosives. Probably don't really need that one now, but I'll make it anyway. That one requires gunpowder, and I do think I've got a little bit of gunpowder floating around, but I don't think I brought it with me, so we will leave that one for the time being after all. Storage weapons we definitely want, and that just requires a crossbow bolt in the same pattern, so again, let's put a few of these in here so hopefully we can shortcut the rest. That should hopefully be plenty. So if we stick an arrow in there, we're going to get a weapons storage crate. If we stick... now I don't think I have any stone, so I might have to hold off on that one until we go mining, although I can get some fairly quickly. And ammo, that's going to be easy enough to do. That is just brass shells, so and they all fell out. Thank you so much. Okay, so we've got ammo and we've got weapons, we've got food. We don't have explosives or building, but that's not a big deal. So what we will do is we will put the weapons crate in here, and you can see straight away, you can see exactly what's in it. Same goes for the ammo crate. And the food crate, I'm going to leave this one out here for the time being, because I'm going to be doing most of my cooking here for at the moment, so this is probably a good place for it. Now the crates, just like everything else, unfortunately you don't have the option of picking them up. The capacity is pretty much the same as a chest. They're just a little bit more obvious as to what's what, which makes keeping your stuff sorted a lot easier. Now it is dark now, so I won't actually be able to get the stone, but that won't be hard to get hold of. We've got a pickaxe, and the only other thing that we probably would want to do right now is, just give me a second, I want to make up a couple of extra frames quickly. In fact, let's do it this way so we get a few of them. How many do we want? Probably, I'd say 15. What's going on here? Strange. Let's try that again. Yeah, 15 should do, so let's craft up 15 of these. We just need 2 for now. Just want to throw them in here. What I intend to do is take out this wall and replace it with reinforced wooden frames and stick a door in the middle of it. But the one thing that we haven't done in here is actually check out the upstairs rooms and see what's what. So let's take a moment. That one's wood, but it's locked. Wish there was a way of picking the doors, but unfortunately there's not. We can make our own, but they look crappy compared to this place, so we might actually leave the doors out. What have we got in here? We've got a bookcase, and there's nothing in it. We've got another corpse and some trash. Nothing really exciting. What else is this house hiding from us? I've already been in here, and that one's open up. We've got first aid kit, cabinet, and sink. Nothing really exciting in there. What's in here? Okay, we've got another bedroom up here, and we probably need to get a little bit of light in here because you do need to take care zombies will spawn quite close to you in the dark if you're not careful, so it generally pays to put that right up there, I think. Yeah, it generally pays to light up as much as you possibly can. And what have we got in here? Pistol slide and an empty can. Well, that wasn't that exciting, really. It was a little bit dull, to be honest. Yeah, feathers and old bones. Denim jacket, which I don't need. We've already been in here. We haven't been through this bookcase. Forge Ahead book, which we don't really need right now. And I think the wall safe. Now, I'm not sure whether you guys can hear that outside, but that is a pack of zombies coming up against our spikes and dying. And that's a lovely sound to hear, because it means the chances of them knocking on our doors is greatly reduced. Now, I'm pretty sure I do need to replace this door, but I don't really want to make too much racket. I'm pretty sure now that pretty much covers everywhere here. No, we didn't check the nightstand, but there's just books and a purple shirt. There's some cupboards in here. Empty can and some pipes for some repairs. I'll just take a moment to take a relax in the spa. Still don't know how I'm going to go about fixing this up, but I'll work something out. Oi, bad game. And we've got a floating candle down here. I might need to do something about that. There we go. Nothing else. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I think that pretty much covers it, unless they've managed to hide a wall safe behind the television or something like that. So, the sun's coming up. That's another candle that didn't end up where it was supposed to go. Oi, you. Get up there. Or do I want to put you somewhere else? Nah, that'll do for now. Alright, seems to have quietened down, so let's just go through here quickly. And I am going to have to replace the door, but we want to get some light out here as well, because we don't really want to have to worry about where are we going to put. We'll put one there. We don't really want to have to worry about things spawning inside this place, which, as I said, they can do. So let's just get some light down. Come on. Give me a hitbox, game. No, I didn't want it all the way back there. I wanted it there. That's more like it. I'll throw a few along here. That should hopefully keep most of this area well lit. Another one there, and maybe a couple down and around this side, and we should be done. Now, I've got the actual walls themselves lit up, and I'm not sure what exactly the light radius is for these sorts of things, so we'll just have to make the most of it and see how it all pans out. Couple there, one on there. Reckon maybe a couple extras just to be sure. Okay, that should do. Alright. Now, I'm not sure how deep that pool is. It's a little bit nervy. I'm wondering whether if I jump in I'll actually be able to get out again. Oh no, it's shallow. Got a deep end? Oh yes we do. Oh sweet. And look! Magic candle. Now that's too cool. Oh, a backpack that I haven't checked. With an empty tin can. So nice. Alright, so what I will do now is I'll do a time check and get this stuff that I've just picked up from wandering around put away, and then we'll see where we go from there. Okay, we've got some fun and games going on outside. I can hear a lot of racket. I'm not sure exactly where it is, but I'm not hearing spikes breaking anymore, which means they've probably... Oh, okay, so they're heading over that way now. Oh yeah, they... What are you doing up there? Bother. So we've still got a few that are going over the top, and that's going to continue for a little while yet. Oh yeah, we've had quite a pack going through here from the looks of things. Oh yeah, we got a lot of dead bodies. I'm guessing there's a couple that are just sitting here that don't want to quit. Yeah, look at this. They have, though, for the most part, done a pretty good job of not trying to come through. Because they didn't know I was here, they have actually gone around. And it looks to me like they've probably come through here from over there somewhere and then decided to head around the edge. What have we got over here? Oh, that's just a pile of trash. Crikey. I thought I had his body sitting there. Alright, so, okay, we're holding up fairly well. We don't want to get confident though, because I have had things go pie-eyed real fast, and at that particular pack that came through, obviously didn't know I was here, so they were just roaming. You're kidding me. The spikes can finish him off. And look, we've got another pack coming through already. And that took care of that problem. Let's get down. Well, they're probably going to take out the rest of the spikes. We'll stay back here and we'll see what happens. In fact, what we'll do is we'll come around this way and see how they approach, or how they come out the other side. Okay, that's not too bad. So what I'm thinking about doing, I've half spoken about this a couple of times now. I'm going to have this layer here, and then probably a little further out again, what I intend to do is put a concrete wall in. And on the other side of the concrete wall, I'm going to put in a pit. And what I'm hoping is, now they will most definitely try to tunnel if they can, but I have watched them enough now to see that they've got enough rudimentary intelligence that, like they've tended to go around the wall here, they also have a tendency to move around pits if they're in the way. So I'm hoping that with a combination of a pit and then a hard concrete wall, And the hard concrete wall, oh look, there's a batch that have decided to come this way instead, and at least one of them spotted me. Let's see if we can lose their attention. So essentially, yeah, we're going to go with the hard concrete wall with the durable spikes, a pit in front of that, and then these spikes on the inside as a last line of defense for anything that does actually tend to make it over. And I'm actually going to be putting the lip on the concrete wall, not on this wall here, because otherwise, if I don't do it that way, I'll have the spider zombies coming over all the time and constantly taking out these. And I want these, as I said, left as a last line of defense. Let's see if we can come around behind this pack. They don't know I'm here anymore, they've lost me, but you can see that guy there, he's come over the wall and then gone all random on us, and he would have quite happily just trashed my fence. Oh shit, there's two here. Actually there's a whole pack of them. Oh no you don't. You're kidding me. Oh, I'm hungry too. I'm actually starving. I didn't notice that. Look at the damage they're doing to my pretty fence. And you can see here where the ones that know I'm here are trying to work their way in. So we'll make a couple of quick repairs. And then we need to get some food before we get too sick. Oh yeah, these guys are really going nuts. Can I hit her through there? Yep, good. Oh yeah. See, that pack knew I was here. Ouch, she got me. Oh, I'm bleeding, okay. We'll have to go out and deal with them. You're kidding me, did I just bleed out? Ha ha ha, I did. And you know the worst part about that? I haven't put a bed down here yet. I'm pretty sure of it. Which building's this? Ah, okay, back in the main town. Well, I did say that there was some stuff that I needed to take care of over here. I've still got stuff to bring back. So it looks like that's what I will be doing. And on that note, I think it's probably time to call it an episode. Thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, take care of each other, everybody, and ciao for now.